Hello everybody and welcome to 60 Seconds. I am so psyched for this game. I've been wanting to play it forever. Just been very intimidated because everybody says it's super difficult, and I'm a very chilled person when it comes to games, so but then again I do play stuff that isn't very chill. First of all, I did play for let's just do that. I did play for I played the intro, not the intro, the tutorial, just to kinda get the hang of the game. So I did the atomic drill, but I'm gonna do it again, just for people that don't know the game. So begin adventure. Just to give you an idea of what the game is, what you can expect from it. I really like the art style of this game. Okay, welcome to your atomic scavenge drill. Pay attention and you might just make it. Okay. Hold the grab control to skip my words, but every time you do. Okay. No time to waste. Get moving and head to the marked point in front of you. Move it, move it, move it! Okay, I'm there. Good job. There might just be hope for you yet. Just keep those legs moving. Okay. One more time. You know the drill. Marker, living room, go, go, go. Living room, there. Okay. Go, 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 go. Ah! Not bad, but you'd better be in good shape. There is more where that came from. Yes. Fun time's over. It's a matter of life and death now. Find your son Timmy ASAP. Timmy! I saw Timmy! I saw him! He was in here! Ooh! Bam! Good thing you know the layout of your house. I bet you the Reds know it too. Ooh! Family comes first. Grab Timmy. He will be the first to visit your cozy shelter. Okay? That's it. Consider taking other family members too. I'll leave the exact priorities up to you. So there's an else in here. Timmy is safe, but you need to find food and keep the shelter stocked. Okay, there we go. Soup, an excellent choice. This can sustain a family of 4 for a day. I can take more. Every American atomic shelter also needs a supply of water. Highlighted water. Ish. Aha! I see it. Water. Good. That's enough water for now. But you've got to get yourself a problem, Buster. What? You can only carry so much, and every item weighs 1 slot. You need to drop whatever you're carrying at the hatch before you can pick up more. Okay? Open the hatch. Drop to me! Okay, cool. You want the supplies in your fallout shelter? Go find the shelter to... Okay. Bingo! You got yourself a small stockpile of food, water, and even little Timmy. Thank you. No one knows how long you'll be staying down there, so you'll need a radio. Find a radio. Bam! That's it. Nothing's more useful than news from radioactive world outside. And I still can't grab anything. Sometimes you get a few extra seconds before the siren sounds to scout your surroundings, but after it goes off you need to start packing. Collect 5 items and drop them off to the shelter in time. Our incredibly advanced warning system gives you 60 seconds to scavenge what you need and get yourself to safety. Let's give it a try. Collect at least 5 more items and family members in the next 60 seconds and make sure you find yourself close to the shelter when the time is up. Okay? Let's go to the kitchen. Ah! Grab her! Throw in! Good stuff! Suitcase! Can't grab the woman. That. Okay, go, 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 go. In there. Okay, okay, okay. Grab your wife. I'm stuck. And my mouse died. Okay, it's back. Go, 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 go. I need food. Food, 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 food. Soup. Soup. Water. I need to get a better mouse. Okay, go, 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 go. Thunder. Ah! Okay. Grab the gun. Okay, go back into the kitchen. Grab. Okay, go. To the shelter. Woo! Okay. Okay, well, he jumps down there. I'm gonna get my mouse pad because apparently the mouse does not. Oh. Does not like the blanket I'm working on. That should be better. Alrighty. Alrighty. So we are in the shelter. We've got some very little supplies. Okay, you made it to the shelter. Congratulations, but the drill's not over yet. You'll end up here with whatever and whoever you brought with you. Nothing else. You'll need to make the most of it. The next few days will teach you how to survive down here while the world outside burns. Explore and interact with your surroundings. You can always find out useful things about your shelter and its inhabitants. When your survival journal is not opened yet or hidden, first things first, we must ration food and water. If you don't wine and dine yourself and the folks you've brought with you, you can bet your bottom dollar none of you will ever see the light of day again. As long as you have food and water available, ration it out to give to a given person by selecting the picture of a can or bottle of water under their portraits, or instantly ration out both by clicking on the character's image. Of course, you might save your supplies for later, but a normal person can only survive 4 days without water. As to food, the longer you deny your people rations, the weaker they get, and might eventually get sick. Even if you manage to cure them, it will take you quite a few cans and a lot of time to replenish their strength. Okay, so we're gonna give everyone some food and everyone some water. Since this is your first day down here, you'll need to get used to your surroundings. Believe me, ventilation hum can drive anyone nuts. If you don't occupy yourself with something to do, get some decent rest and we'll carry on tomorrow. Night to night. Good morning, survivalist. Hope you slept well. Bed's comfy enough? No? Well, better get used to it since you'll be staying here for a while. We'll start today's activities with rationing since you need to do it every day, but after that we will move on to something else. Got your attention? Good. Now listen. There is a risk you will run out of supplies eventually. Everything can be useful, but food and water are critical to your survival. If they're gone, you will be gone sooner than anyone can say corn dog. So sometimes you will need to send people to the surface to bring in more supplies. You do this by preparing an expedition a day before it actually departs. Be careful though, tired survivors can never be a part of an expedition. Today we will skip preparations and jump directly into sending someone brave outside. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling the situation. She looks fine today. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in our current situation. Dolores is doing quite well, or she just can't find anything to complain about today. That is fine. They had food yesterday, so it's fine. Sending people out into the wasteland is no walk in the park. Do it too early or without a gas mask, then you can bet it's a suicide mission. For them, gas mask. Send healthy and well-fed people. Sick, hurt or crazed people are more likely to perish out there. You can send one person at a time. Let's give it a try. This time you will need to send someone out, but if you ever want to skip a trip to the surface, don't select anyone. I'm gonna send her. This is a drill, so your explorer will come back after a little while. But in the event of a real apocalypse, they might be gone for a couple of days. In the meantime, you'll be faced with other problems that'll test you to the limits. I'm talking about making decisions that can break even the best of men's moral spines. We'll see what clay you're made of, but first, ration your food and water. We don't want anyone starving now, do we? It's impressive how well Mary Jane is, and she looks fine today. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of the situation. He even seems cheerful. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she makes it back safe and sound. There isn't much going on up there. Okay, we'll give them food. I'm an army man, so I don't know a second thing about imagination, but you could probably use yours now. Practice this scenario. You come across your kid's hamster, who in some bizarre way found its way to the shelter. The kids are obviously going to love it, and so will you. There's nothing better than food that comes to you on its own. Now it's up to you. Do you cook him? No. Good choice. The little furry guy can stay and fatten up. It'll make a bigger meal in a few days, and maybe you're only scarce of food if you run out of cans. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. How about getting Timmy something to drink? He's not looking well. Where is water when Ted needs it? Yes, you people are very thirsty. Okay, you had food yesterday? You might be faced with decisions that require you to use your equipment. However, sometimes you might find you don't have the one item that was supposed to save the day. So make sure you scavenge the right supplies before the blast. Keep in mind, every item can be used for something. What do you want to do today? Clean a rifle, listen to the radio, or maybe play Shadow Bunnies using your flashlight? Let's listen to the radio. Oh wow, that does not look The radio is critical to establishing communications with the US Army, as well as for listening out for any trouble that might be headed our way. If you get lucky, maybe you'll catch some music too. Good news everyone, the expedition is back. Sometimes they'll return with extra supplies, sometimes they won't. Other times they'll come back with a nasty injury or even radiation sickness. Believe me, you don't want to get those. I hear glowing in the dark isn't as fun as it sounds. This time your explorer was hurt, but they will recover after the proper use of a first aid kit. You can use one during rationing. We were glad to see Dolores come back safely from the wasteland. We were cautiously exploring the neighborhood when we got cornered by a scary-looking thug with a shotgun. The odds weren't in our favors until a crate fell out of the sky and dropped right down on the bandit. Excellent timing, government aid. A food drop, that's what we needed. What did they drop this time? Bread, cheese, meat, chocolate? No, tomato soup cans. Hooray! Someone forgot to fill the water crate with something to soften the fall. As a result, most of the bottles were shattered. Luckily, a few of them survived. That should be enough to keep us going for a bit. Mary Jane is feeling safe, hidden in this coffin-sized shelter. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores got ill. Dolores was hurt. Dolores is really tired. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing well. Okay, so we'll give Dolores food and water. Let's give everyone food and water, whatever. And Dolores some medical aid. You need at least one alive adult to keep going. If you send your only survivor to the surface, you won't know what's happening in your bunker until they come back. And when they do, your shelter might already belong to someone else. A decent padlock may protect it, but not for long. It was a busy day. Take your time and get some sleep. If you made it this far, you're doing great and have a chance at getting out of this foxhole. Hopefully soon, but don't quote me on that. We've only just sent someone outside, but let's give it another go today, shall we? The first time you were only asked to pick one brave volunteer to save the day. This time, you will also get a chance to equip your explorer with some useful gear. Feed your troops and I'll see you at the shelter entrance. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Despite dire circumstances and all the trouble we are going through, Timmy is being very brave. Dolores would really like to eat something. Again. Okay. Dolores. You can have more food, it's fine. So we're gonna send Dad. Dolores is here. We're gonna send him with the suitcase. Morning, people! You're probably asking yourself one simple question. What's the point of sitting in this atomic shelter? Why don't I just leave? Well, leaving is a death sentence. If the radioactive sickness doesn't kill you, then the giant scorpions will. You can trust me on that. Your one chance is our boys arriving to rescue you. So every good citizen needs to do one thing. Seek contact with the US military and await rescue. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's not saying so out loud. Nothing new to report. Dolores has not eaten for a while. She just ate! This woman. No, the rescue ain't coming today, but we'll get you eventually. You need to keep your radio operational and be ready to venture into the wastes. However, you also need to be careful. It might not be our soldiers out there. They could be bandits, or worst, commies. Just imagine what will happen if the Reds discover you. So let's agree to the rules for the drill. You only open this door if someone knocks 2 times. Am I clear? 2 times. That was fast. You'll need to remember that some days will be very intense. A lot of things will happen that you'll need to be prepared for. That's why any day that gives you a break is a blessing, and you'll need to make sure you make the most of it. Eat, drink and relax, while thinking about all those commie bastards who don't have a comfy bunkers like you. That thought always gets me through the day. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface with 1 backpack. Theatre means actors, and where you find actors you can easily run into mimes. And so we approached the theatre on our tiptoes, but in the end we decided our need for supplies was greater than our fear for mimes. So we bravely went in to explore. We half expected the theatre cafeteria to be in a sorry state. Surprisingly, the atomic blast spared most of it, and we were able to admire their selection of foods. That's a lot of reading work. It was very vivid, small, medium and large cans of tomato soup. We felt large cans were meant for us. Why not just take everything? We had some fun playing around with different theatre props and outfits. We didn't look especially fabulous in any of them, but we took a padlock from one of the boxes as a souvenir. Next to the entrance we found a glass case mounted on the wall. Inside was an axe, and the sign said break glass in case of emergency. We're almost certain that a nuclear apocalypse constitutes as at least a bit of an emergency. Everyone has to drink sometimes, including Mary Jane. Is there any water left? We can't leave Timmy without water for too long. Yes, I know everybody needs food and water, so we'll give everyone water and everyone food. Fine, I'll just give her again because she's spoiled. As long as you keep your shelter stocked and remain cautious, you should be okay. However, every choice you make may come back to bite you on the butt. On the ass, sorry. Even after a few days or weeks, consider your options carefully. This is a drill, but if the nukes start dropping, it'll be a totally different story. If I were you, I'd check the door. Our attraction team might be coming for you any day now, but be careful, this is a post-apocalyptic scenario and you never know what's coming. She's feeling safe. He's a strong boy. Dolores is fine and well. Okay, No, we ate and drank yesterday. Someone's at the door. You can hear several knocks. If you listen closely, you can make out sequences of 3 knocks. Do you open? Nope. Oh, I have to actually. Good call. That wasn't the knock you were waiting for. Cautious at all times. Remember that. Be cautious, apply yourself, and maybe you and your family will be just fine. Or at least most of you. Okay, she's feeling safe. He's on his best behavior. Dolores is fine, and nothing new with bed. Let's give everyone food. As you were counting imaginary sheep in your head, another series of knocks broke your concentration. Someone is really hammering on your door and probably not taking no for an answer. 2 knocks, 2 knocks. The pattern keeps repeating. Do you open it? Yep. You don't have another. The end. Good job. You're safe and sound with our brave soldiers. And now we can all have some apple pie. You deserve it. Anything's better than tomato soup, I'd imagine, after that long. You can now go back to your lovely house and continue your idyllic lives. If any atomic trouble comes your way, you know what to do and how to save yourself. I do hope it never comes to this, but if it does, good luck. See you when all of this blows over. We held out for 11 days. Day 5 we received government aid. Day 8 a bit of culture, and day 11 successfully passed the drill.